Hey guys, welcome to TalkYuhGame, and it's your girl Mandy, and we're here with a creative director, stylist, and fashion icon. It's none other than FashionNeira.
TalkYuhGame.
TalkYuhGame podcast.
TalkYuhGame. TalkYuhGame. Talk it plain. Come on, vibe with your girl Mandy.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm awesome. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Today's episode, though, is gonna definitely reflect on badcasts. And today's episode of the badcast, I have a definite baddie right here with me.
Still says.
All right, so Fash, I want to get into, of course, we all know that you're known as a fashion icon in dancehall, in reggae, in Jamaica and overseas, of course, because your reach is international. So I just want to get into a little, why is it that you choose fashion?
All right, so I chose fashion because honestly, it's a passion. I grew up in a household where I was just surrounded by fabrics, sewing machines, thread, fashion designing books. My mom is a fashion designer, by the way. She's been designing since she was 18, and she's also a teacher, right? And she's been teaching in the education system since she was 18 also. So, you know, growing up, I never really had much passion for the whole sewing while I was growing up or designing. However, you know, you see mommy do it, you know the works, you know everything go, you know if you use a sewing machine, you know if you cut cloth, you know all of that, right? When things changed for me was in fourth form. So all throughout high school, I was a tomboy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I was a tomboy, so the girly thing, the dressing up, the makeup, no, that wasn't me. But me did start power with some girls in a fourth form, right? And then the hot girl, so you know, me take up hot girl business. So at that point, I started to develop a passion for fashion, for dressing up, for, you know, putting different things together, for looking cute, for just being that person that stands out. So that's how I really kind of got into the whole fashion thing. I mean, after high school, in college, I did forensic science, so I still wasn't leaning, I know, right? I wasn't leaning towards the fashion. But, you know, while in college and going out and, you know, I was very active on social media. I realized...
girl era.
Yes, I mean, I'm at girl era. I realized that, you know, this fashion thing, I like it, and I think it's working out for me. Because whenever I post my outfits, I get good feedbacks. And when I started selling products, that's another story because I didn't start with denim, right? But it was still in the fashion field. I realized that, you know, I was getting sales and people, the feedback was really good.
Because I've known you for years, and when I was introduced to you, what I loved about you was that I can always depend on going to shop FashionNeira and finding something unique. When I know I'm not go out the road, because see somebody else, and I think that's what made you special.
Yes.
And like when you're going to other stores, there's a possibility you go party and look like a promo girl. Can you go see about 3 or 4 more people in the same outfit?
That's right.
But I could depend on going FashionNeira.
I'm getting different pieces.
Yeah.
And in addition to getting different pieces, I create my own pieces too. Right? So, you know, you can definitely depend on that. Looking different, buying different, and just being different.
So, you didn't start out with the denim, but eventually you went denim. Jeans are something odd for style, you know. And you have styled it. Like,
yes, when you have a creative mind, I always tell people, because people are like, how you come up with the designs, how you think about this or whatever. I'm like, you know, honestly, I can't explain it. When you're just blessed with a creative mind and a free mind, right, things just come naturally. I've had designs where I dream it. I go to my bed, I sleep, I dream about a design, I get a vision. I'm gonna get up and say, you know what, may I do a sample for this? If it work, it work. If it don't work, it don't work.
And for me, I feel like everything works for you.
So far, I can say everything works.
Yeah,
for
man,
me.
everything
Big up
works.
me, bless, God bless. Everything works so far.
Yeah, because for me, I feel like when I walk in your store, there's something for everybody. So you would see the ripped jeans and the ripped this, and you feel like, oh, I too bougie, I too this for that. But when you go in there, there's a piece for everybody from every possible walk of life, every class, and that's just great.
Yeah, you have to cater. So in the retail business, you really do have to consider, even though, you know, most persons try to focus on a niche. Yes, I do focus on a niche, but you have sub-niches, right? So even though I'm doing like trendy pieces and whatever, guess what? We have the petites, the regular size, and we have the plus size. So I have to cater to everybody. And then we do have, you have a petite person that's, you know, really outgoing, so they want something that's showing skin. Or I might have another petite person that's more reserved. I would love to have a rip shorts, but guess what? I don't want any rips at the back. I am that conserved. So I don't want to show any skin, just some light rips. So I have something for everybody. People want to show skin, one heap of skin, little bit of skin, no skin. Listen, I have it.
That's true, because I went by the shop the other day and I wanted a shorts. And your assistant was selling me a shorts and she was like, your body going to be out of them. I said, no. No body out of them.
So, and you got one.
I got one that fit perfect, guys. So check out my Instagram. Can you up on my Instagram and I wear one nice one, the cartel show.
And that outfit was just bomb.
So yeah, it really and truly started me out. But apart from the regular human beings like me, fashion styles some exceptional celebrities.
Well, let's see if I can remember them.
One of them now going Charlie to controversy as it relates to a tour that she wants to take on, a school tour.
Yes.
And I know that you've been styling her for a while now.
Well, I used to style her. So it's been years. I used to style her, I think 2017 to 18 or somewhere.
Yeah.
Thereabout. I was going through a few archives the other day and I saw a picture came up when Love and Hip Hop came to Jamaica and it was filming by Pier 1, and I think I saw a 2017 date on that. But I think it's around 2017 to 2018, 19 or somewhere around that, 2017 to 18.
Yeah, and those pieces were nice. But what are your thoughts as it relates to that whole saga of her song? First, the song, right? You know the song,
yes,
right?
I don't know
about the sexual
title.
activities.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the title?
I don't know the title of the song, but I know it's about freaky things, you know? Golden shower. I know that was one thing that stood out to a lot of persons, and persons were talking about her child singing the song and then her coming back to Jamaica and wanting to do a school tour. And the church came down on her.
So what's my opinion on that? I love the song, to be honest. She's promoting our young women having morals, right? Whatever you do in your bedroom, you know,
stays in
everybody's adult. So it stays in your bedroom, to each his own, you do what pleases you. However, we see where society has taken a change, or a shift, I should say, to where certain things are being glorified, right? And I feel like the song is kind of bringing back, you know, the old school days, you know, when Lady Star used to say, the boy can't freak me out, say, whatever. Listen, I support the song. I love the song. I've been trying to learn the lyrics. I'm getting there because I want to do my videos, you know, and have the song in the background and be able to sing along to the song. So I support it. And I just feel like the church has absolutely nothing to do, because if she's not performing, right, so the whole agenda, or whatever word you want to use to describe it, was presented to the schools of what she's going to do, what's the problem. Performance was not on it. And I'm pretty sure even if she was doing a performance,
she
not going at the people them school go sing skin out me whatever. She's not gonna do that.
No.
Right? We have seen her in the media a lot. She's very educated.
And she's a mother as well.
She's a mother as well. So she knows what to do, when to do it. So I just feel like all of that with the church just unnecessary. The church is a play hypocrite, please. Because we see where Valiant go into. I love Valiant, by the way. I'm a fan. Nobody done me. We see where Valiant and other artists, they go into the school and they sing back at the class now on a subject. And we don't want that to be promoted in our schools, because we're not trying to promote the dons. So come on. Like, just let it just let the lady go into the school, them go do the things, because if she come right now and present $1 million check, oh my.
They will take it.
Of course they're gonna take it.
They will definitely take it. And what's crazy about it is, like you say, there's a lot of other dancehall artists, male and female artists as well, that do school tours, go school, perform, whether it be at concerts or whatever it is, and they don't have any problem with it. Them sing them song and promote the scamming, the shooting, the being dunce and all of that. And nobody makes such a big deal out of it. And for me, that song, for me, I have no problem with it. Reason being, like you said, society has changed so much that we have become so sexual. And that's okay, because just like everything else, things are free to transform and change with time. But like you say, there's some things that you keep behind a closed door. Social media has really opened up everybody's mind to, and like back in the day when we grew up, we used to hide and watch porn on desktop.
Listen, I was not even that, not even desktop, we never used to say it. What about when we used to go high school? I can't remember the name of that little magazine, and we used to hide and buy
the little weird Playboy, not Playboy, but
what Jamaican version.
Yes, the Jamaican magazine.
I can't remember what name from the other day.
When they can drop the name of that magazine in the comments.
I can't remember the name, but we used to hide and buy them.
And watch it and see the little naked.
I read the story there, man. Oh my God.
And the thing about it now with TikTok and Instagram, and we exclude Instagram, no, especially TikTok, there's so much out there now. There's so much different porn sites and videos that are not really being filtered properly. That
especially
our kids,
TikTok.
Yeah, that our kids are being exposed to. And I understand where she's coming from, because especially as a mother of a daughter, not necessarily even a son, a mother of a daughter, you want to grow your daughter in a way that she has some sense of moral. You get me? If you want to be, we not bash the freak them, because freak, and everybody them look a freaky thing and them own like a freaky way.
You have to do
so if you like the golden shower, you like the golden shower, you're a thing that. You get me? Me like the shower come out of the pipe, where National Water Commission provide to me clear water. That is a shower that I like, and then every now and then God bless me with some, water out of the ear. But if golden shower your thing, golden shower your thing. But all we're saying is, I think she's saying, and I support it, is that kids should not be so openly doing these things, and like nobody cares.
And another thing is that I think at the start of the song and the video that she did with her daughter, I love that. Because the daughter is basically saying, Mommy, everybody had do this. How she presented it, everybody had do this. And
people miss that,
do it, but me feel like I want to do it because everybody feel left out and everybody had do it or whatever. So that video with the daughter, I love that, because she's basically encouraging other parents to even tell their daughters, listen, don't follow the crowd. It's okay to stand out. I always tell people.
Hey, me used to get beaten in high school for them somewhere there.
Me never used to follow crowd. When me got high school, we used to part with girls that were sexually active, of them boyfriend, big man,
and then
as boyfriend. And me, all me want do when me got school, I run up and down, play football. When school done, me go and go ride bicycle. But guess what? Those were my friends, and they couldn't influence me. So even though they had their boyfriends and them man with them that meet up with after school, they're high school, and you're gonna work corporate job. I mean, I talk back in 2000, because I left high school in 2007. Yeah, so I talk 2005, 2006.
A long time it's going.
Right, so I love the whole song. I love the message that it's promoting.
And you know what?
We need to bring back morals, because really and truly, the girl them nowadays, them don't have no morals, no values, not about themselves. Them, me no know. It's so cringe.
And what it kind of reminds me of, you remember back in the day when even the government or whoever came down on Cartel, when he was promoting, when he was singing, he was singing his regular bad song, and the same freaky girl, them ramping shop, and freaky girl, them girl, them love. Remember, I used to sing them song back in the day, One, them come down upon him and say he might promote violence, he might promote freakiness, he might promote all of them some here. And the man, remember the interview vividly. I think it was on stage, or Anthony Miller interview. The man come on TV and say, me not a parent, nobody pick me but my own. Me listen to Ramping Shop, me listen to Freaky Girl, me listen to all of them something there. When they go school, you can't talk to me because my earphone in my ears, and Ramping Shop are beating on my head. everything I make now, I go school, pan coast and everything. But that don't mean say, me I go do it. Because it go back again where you say morals, and I'm sure your mother played an important role in that. Because she set certain foundation, she make you understand, say, if you even decide say you're gonna do what you're gonna do it another way here.
But you know, it all starts at home, you know. That's what I believe. Everything starts at home. So if you as a parent, you know, talk to your young child, because guess what? We're not 2025. These kids nowadays, they know everything.
Everything.
Right? They're aware of everything. They know what's going on. Speak to your child. Don't be afraid to speak to your child. Growing up, my mother, she spoke to me. It might not be in the nicest of ways, right? But she spoke to me.
Yeah.
Right? So I knew that certain things, you know what? Low that, you're not ready for them something there yet. You're not reach the age to focus on what you need to focus on. Not because your peers, your friends, or whatever is doing something, you should do it too. It starts at home. And I've been a level-headed person because I can say, thanks to my mom and dad, you know, they raised me to have a mind of my own. You know, don't follow the crowd. Don't feel left out. It's actually good to be different. You know, I mean, like be like everybody. I do what everybody I do.
Want blend in. Everybody want blend in.
So it starts at home. So I agree with Cartel when I listen. I'm an entertainer. This is my profession. I'm doing my job to make my money, to feed my kids. You supposed to be a yard.
I said your opinion say these are just entertainment. It's okay if you want to follow suit and probably go do what the artists are doing in the future if you want to be an artist. But that doesn't mean say what you sing is necessarily what you do. Because just like actors, them not actually out in the world like kill people or shoot people and stuff. Them just act. Right. And what's crazy is that just like what you say, it starts with the home, right? The home has to play a part. The church has to play a part as well. Because in every community there's a church. And there's not even one church,
more
sometimes
than one
four.
church.
Which part you live in?
Bro.
See stretch here? There was 1, 2, 3, 4 church on one little stretch on Seaward Drive. Anybody up on this can test to it. 4 church on the stretch. Yeah? And when I grew up, I remember the pastor them and the church people them, if them know your mother and them know about you and them see I do no different, them a come on your yard.
Them are informed. Trust
Them
me.
are informed for you.
I've had my fair share.
Them a come on your yard because back in the day, what them used to say, it take a village
To raise a child. It's not like that nowadays because I remember back in the days, you know, let's say, back in the days they could have leave picnic in your yard, you know. Back in the days they could have leave your 5-year-old at home and no worry, so them are gonna burn down the house or people are gonna come in and rape them or whatever. Trust me. Back then, the community was really raising a child or the children in the community. Nowadays, you can't leave your kids. You can't say, Miss Jones, may I go to the road, go and watch the in for me or something. You can't do that nowadays. You can't run.
Why you see what happened the other day? The lady girl left her 14-year-old in her house and then come in and rape her.
Right? Times have changed because back in the days, how often do you see things like, you know, violence against women and children back in the days? You never see it that often back in the days. No, violence against women and children is just through the roof.
And what's crazy, even with that whole situation, what's crazy is that, and I go back to the community, what you said, it came back in the news after everything to say that the man was walking and knocking on everybody's door. The man, because them says a madman, the man a walk and knock on everybody's door till him reach fair door. So you tell me, say, man a walk in a community, I mean you know get to stay. Everybody see everything. Everybody see everything. And you tell me, say, the man a walk and knock on everybody's door, boom, 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 madman. I mean, don't like a joint and that the little madman a do. Him and knock on people there and nobody was raised or alarmed to the fact that all of this is when she done get raped, don't get beat with a man dead, somebody get raised alarm to the fact that in a house.
Well, the thing is that based upon the reports that I heard, people actually heard her screams.
And nobody came to rescue.
And nobody came to the rescue.
That's
right? I grew up in the country, so if something like that happened, try and say the person I run out of them house, the next person I run over, walk.
They pick up and laugh.
Right? You know, it's very surprising that nobody, and we know all get
and then the man walk, go away. The man come out and walk, go away. After that puzzle me. You hear the scream and everything.
It's very puzzling because, you know, first of all, when you're gonna get to everybody out the door, that's a number one. Everybody out the door, nobody in them house. One or two people in them house, everybody out the door up on the front, so everybody can see what going. Somebody come in, I walk over here, they're seeing what's going on.
Everybody out the door. Like, couldn't tell me any whole community that they out the door.
Something right about something right about
so
that.
You can't tell me say one of them people that have a 9 to 5 and they at work. The one of them people I was seeing at the video when news come and take care of body, them just come from work.
Them
just come from work.
Them they're always there.
And that's the thing, like people nowadays that have realized, especially these type of things, I see people turn a blind eye to everything. And the other day I was talking to a police officer, I don't remember what it was about. I said to him, why it's so hard for you to convict people for this and convict people for that and everything that's on social media, the video footage everywhere. We not gonna lock up people them. You know, look at me and say, the footage not mean no if the person with video not carry it come.
Oh really?
Where's the source?
Is that a Jamaica thing?
Where's the source of it?
No, I think, you know what? They're being selective because the person that videoed the soldier guy with the gun, some video came out with a soldier guy with a gun on some ends or whatever, and he ran away from the army, and I think he's been captured or something. The person that made that video posted it on social media, they didn't bring it in.
And I hate them use.
And I hate them use. So they're being selective. So that's a foolish slim talk about, girl. But I just feel like the church, so back to the thing with Spice, the church, I don't hear the church come out and say nothing about this situation with the 14-year-old girl, right? So the church, they're being hypocritical and also selective with their outrage too. Because
everybody being selective.
This is what they should be outraged about because, come on, 14-year-old?
The other day I said to my sister, I don't know if you know you and then side, right? Across from the pharmacy on Malines. There's a massive, what me say?
Isn't that where a post office is?
The post office is. You know, there's a church across from the post office.
Really?
I turn on the road that the church is on, and the church Longbow from right just to go to Palisadoes. I'm gonna say, oh man, I want church with this. I said, where the church are big? So I was on the phone with my sister said, walk to you. I said, me a pass on church and the church look like one hotel.
Oh.
So I say, first of all, that church I had this nobody over there. And the church, me really and truly think the church for almost 7 days a week. I do some outreach program, kind of located in the ghetto. It should have do some things. No, really and truly.
Church is a money-making business nowadays. Nowadays, church is a money-making business. You realize, sir, as I said, going back to I grew up in the country. You know, so when me I grew up a country, majority of the parents said never go to church, but guess what? You see, we as the people them, we have to go to church. Nowadays, I see people go to church. Nowadays, when you drive by road a Sunday daytime, you see nobody in them church clothes, no people whole other go to church.
My mother Rasta, me go church every Saturday and Sunday with me.
Man, me never see my mother go to church yet, and guess what? When me I grew up, we did have to go to church, and after church, me have to go one woman yard, road the lane or a community. When you Miss Scully, rest in peace to Miss Scully, a Sunday school every Sunday. So after you left church, you have to go around there to Sunday school. Nowadays, nobody's going to church, and parents them now send them to go to church.
And that takes away from some of the principles. Can you learn a lot of things?
So the new persons that you see, hold on, so the new persons that you see coming up now, right? Them really just are going into church for just making money, like a lot of these young pastors and so forth. They're just really going into church to make money.
And me weird, the same young people, you know, we are doing them little freaky thing. You see, through them out in the streets a freak out, and them can't get a man for second along with, them going to church to find a husband. Them not going to church for the right reason either. I serious something. The other day, I did a nail
going
tech.
to church to find a husband?
The other day, I did a nail tech. And my nail tech say, she want a husband. The client look at her and say, come church with me. Come church with me. So she girl up on her and said, I go to church, but I not go to church to find a husband. I go to church
to praise the Lord.
I go to church to go closer to God. I not go there with the intention to find my husband. She said, I'm going to find my husband. But it's crazy. Like, I really and truly feel like the church can pay a lot more. Work with the government. We know everybody do them thing. Work with the government, work with the artists them, reggae and dancehall, and just help to keep the quality of our youths, because the youths are them of the future. You get me? So all of that is like crazy. But apart from the youths and everybody coming up, do you think that dancehall music have influenced your fashion style? What you put out there, and reggae, I'm going to say reggae, so I'm going to leave out reggae. Dancehall and reggae has contributed to your fashion style.
Honestly, I would say no.
So what you use to determine?
What I use to create, I don't use music to create my pieces. What I use to create my pieces sometimes it's just like, you know, what I see when I'm browsing on social media, if there's a current trend right now, right? Of course, you know, say, what I design, like this whole rip thing, it kind of time with dancehall, right? The whole body rider, the dancehall era, yes, but in terms of inspiring my designs, no, right? So let's say, for example, when I started doing the pink denim, right? That was inspired by the whole Barbie trend.
Oh.
Right? When I did the Gaza denim, that was inspired by the
Freedom
whole
Street.
Freedom Street, the hype around cartel coming out. You know, the concert I go on, everybody want rep Gaza, rep Vibes Cartel. So I just use like things that's going on around me, what I see for inspiration with my designs. But I wouldn't say music necessarily. No. It doesn't influence, but you know, what I design kind of can match back with the dancehall energy, the vibe, the feel, you know, can work with the music videos, the raunchiness of some of my designs. Yes.
So do you have what am I say? You have a collection coming out soon?
I don't. I don't have a new denim collection coming out soon. I think I'm actually gonna take a break from the whole denim. For 2025 and focus more on this new business that I started, which is ShipBiz JA. So I'm kind of like leaning towards the logistics side. So right, so we so we're importing items from China, right? Because you know I got China, I've been going China since 2017. You know, there's a lot of persons that they can't afford to go to China, but they want to shop from China, and they don't want to do air freight because air freight is expensive, right? Or you know, since I started the company, I've had customers switch over from other companies because they're saying that, listen, our experience is not so good. I think we're being overcharged, so forth. So you do have persons that they don't know how to get their stuff in the island from China. Affordably, right? So that would be the sea freight. And then you have persons, they do know, but the company that they're with right now, they're
not reliable.
It's not just about being reliable, because that was one complaint, and they're overcharging.
Yeah, I always say people complain about
they're
that
overcharging.
when they're ordering things.
I think this year I want to focus more on that. So it's not just the logistics side, but I'm actually sourcing vendors for some clients. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could actually lean towards this for a little bit, right? Because listen, I'm getting older and I possibly want to get married and start my family soon.
Prospective husbands, comment
right?
below.
So I don't have the time to sit down and cut up my jeans at daytime or whatever. So I'm trying to lean away from that. You know, the store has its name now, so I'm selling regular clothing. So if I feel like I want every now and then, I can double and make some denim and whatever. But you know, the logistics look very promising. The clients are rolling in. You know, the big clients
and that's all the big business. That's so for me. Like you're here telling me all of this, and right now after the bat, I have a friend of mine that has she's a hairstylist, and the other day I went to her, well, when I'm here from my head. Last year I went to her, and her thing was that, and she's been talking about it for a while. She wants to go to China, but she don't know where to start. She don't know if we get the supplier from, she don't know. So she have a supplier now where she order online, but you know that's different than actually go in China and get a bulk shipment, right? So that what you mentioned where you source things for people, like me feel like.
And guys, these are not just online sourcing, you know. But literally, I'll go China
and get the warehouse.
Meet these people, talk to them, get information.
Quality testing.
Right? So we invest the money in sourcing the vendors for you. We just not go AliExpress and look for some vendors and go, no, we don't do that. We go directly to the source. We make sure these people are doing good business, legit business. We look at the products that they offer, all of that.
Yeah, I feel like there's like, I think probably 3/4 Jamaica right now, we're an entrepreneur with a jump on the opportunity. And everybody that gets up and go China just like...
No, because it's really a lot. It's It costs a lot, you know, to go there. Especially if you don't have like a US visa to book a ticket to go around the world. So you go to Germany, England, Dubai, right? It's expensive. You know, the average person, I should say, that's just starting out wouldn't have.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna really take up, when you look at it as, I'm gonna take up $1 million and go China in terms of accommodation, your airfare, your food money, transportation. So I'm gonna take up $1 million or close to $1 million.
I have to know
do
where
that,
I go.
right? What may go actually take and buy my products, ship and clear them. So it's good. So if you can just invest $250 and get a vendor list, right, or $300 and get a vendor list, and you get a shipping plug. So you know, all right, this person can actually ship in the items, do all of that. It's better.
Call up on video call, share the quality, test out
Because
everything.
not everybody can afford to go to China.
No,
Yeah.
me do that.
So not everybody can afford to. So, you know, it's an alternative option.
So guys, if you have your business or you're about to start a business and you know, say you want expand to that scale, link Fash. Because although she not talk Mandarin, regular China going. So you know she can.
It's
she definitely have that.
Very hard language to learn, girl.
You
I
get
only
me?
know some like little basic words.
But you're familiar with the terrain, and that is what is important.
Yes, and you know, persons always ask me, how is it that you travel to China by yourself? It's not that hard. Common sense, you know. I tell people reading is fundamental in this day and age. Reading, I tell people, so once we can read,
Yeah.
that's all I need. Like everything is, you see this, people, you see, instead of using this, it's called a cell phone. So like, mix up, watch mix, whatever, watch mix up.
Use the phone and learn to read.
But to use the phone to your advantage. Everything that you want to know is right here. I navigated myself throughout China using this. I don't know how to speak the language. My phone is
We
all
mean
I
Google
need.
Translate.
That's all. And if I want to ask questions, I put it in there and I ask
And you
it.
ask a question. You make it, you not even say that you can press play and it's set up for you.
Right? You have to use your phone at your advantage. Everything. This, I'm not busy with nobody else. I'm always up on my phone.
But remember, we're not going to China, we're going to use Fash. So although me saying if we're going to learn to read, we're not going to China.
No, but you still need to read because when you buy the vendor plug, you're gonna need to read.
Oh, right. Learn to read. But don't read so you can go China. Like, learn to read so when you send information, you can read it and understand. That way I learn to read to do. All right, so it's great to know that you're in the shipping line, and I know that the brand FashionNeira is popular. It's a household name in Jamaica, but I know you're not just in Jamaica alone. Where else are you?
USA. Right, so the brand was basically started in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right? I started not as FashionNeira, well, as FashionNeira, but the business name was Effortless Fashion. I was selling vintage clothing. So I used to go to the thrift stores. I have a love for that, going to the thrift stores and finding vintage pieces, find some nice beaded vintage dress, buy them for $10, $15, $5, sell them back online for $300, $350, $400. That's how I started my business. Now, how I really started the denim was Igloo. Anybody know Igloo from them time there? When I come Florida first time back in the 2011, them time I think it was, yeah, around them time there. Igloo was coming to Florida, so I was like, you know, we got Igloo, whatever. And I was like, what am I gonna wear? Knowing me, I don't like, you know, where everybody in. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make something because that's a kind of the only way I can really stand out. So I made myself rip pants, right? And I wore it to Igloo and I got so much compliments. Persons were asking, where did you buy it or whatever. And they tell them they're on Instagram and they call me Instagram @girl from a long time. They're on Instagram from 2010. So I think it was 2000. I don't remember the year. I'm going to post a picture up on Instagram.
And it blew up.
And it blew up. And I started selling denim. Cause me love money.
Yeah.
So you see, if you ask me for something and I know where I can get it, or if I'm the one that do it, I'm going to sell it. I love money, Mr. Osa. So that's how I started in the whole denim thing in Fort Lauderdale. And you know, Instagram was all over the US, so I had customers from all different
New York, everywhere.
states and even countries. One day I was scrolling on Twitter, right? still way before 2015, and I tweeted because I was kind of like little bit popular in Jamaica because I'm the star come back to Jamaica.
Yeah, for downplay a celebrity.
Right, and I was going to all these parties, and this girl with a big heel boot, then you know this girl would just look different, and I'm not originally from Kingston, so you know it kind of drew attention. You know, people wanted to know who is this girl. I was on Instagram too and whatever, so I was a bit popular in Jamaica. I had a large Jamaican following, right? So they started seeing the items and they wanted it. So I wanted to make it more accessible to them. So I tweeted, which store in Jamaica I can put my shots, you know? And somebody mentioned Style Savvy Boutique, and I reached out to the store and she said, yes, I'll carry your shorts, we can come to agreement, you know, whatever. And we know Style Savvy is an uptown store where they've got 7th Avenue Plaza. So it's like a pair of uptown people did go up there, go buy the things there. I had Champa wife, Jody, a lot of uptown people in the shorts or whatever. I know I did some work with Dream Weekend. You know, the Gleaner Observer started doing features or whatever. So you know the brand grew. I started working with artists. You know, so it just grew from there, and I grew from there. Where started in somebody's shop to rent to rent in a showcase over Village Plaza after that. So while my denim was inside Style Savvy, I was selling makeup inside a salon on Village Plaza, then move on from that to a matches box shop over Springs Plaza. And then while at the matches box, you know, we opened Fashionenira Beauty, we did the Fort Lauderdale location, and then a new location.
No, in
Central Plaza.
Now move forward.
Yeah, so don't make nobody feel like you're less than. My mother always say you have to creep before you can crawl, or whatever the saying is.
Walk.
Oh, you have to creep before you can walk. Yeah, that's why I said whatever the saying is, because I'm going to say go. Right? Take your time. You know, everybody move at their own pace. So, yeah. I'm not where I want to be as yet, but I'm getting there.
You're getting there, and that's what's important. That's what's important. And I give you your flowers, by the way.
Thank you, honey.
I give you your flowers. You know, I'm waiting on the wedding. You know.
Me?
Yeah, man. I'm waiting on the wedding.
Me, Fash?
Well, it's good to get into your current, what's going on with you now, and your upcoming and in the process business ventures that you mentioned. And guys, definitely check it out. And like I said, she's the plug. Yeah, the plug.
I'm the plug.
She's the plug going forward. You get me?
Yeah.
So Fash, tell the people where them can find you.
Well, my new profile on Instagram, because when I did China, them deletes, them reports, my original profile that I had from 2010, right? They reported it, so it got deleted. The new profile is FashionNeira. That's FashionEnira 2.0. Right? So it's FashionNeira 2.0. Right? As far as the store is Shop FashionNeira. Right? That's for the Jamaica location. FashionNeira Beauty, FashionNeira. There's so many pages. But once you type in Shop FashionNeira, everything will pop up.
Definitely, and everything else is in the link, the bio.
Yes.
When you go on the page.
When you go on my page.
So you can definitely find her. She's the person, if you want to go to an event and you want to look different, you want to stand out, Fash is the person definitely for you to link. And if you want to plug at China, to start your business and get that supply and get the ball rolling again, Fash the plug. She have a China visa. You have a China visa?
Oh, yeah, you have to have a visa to go
There's
to China.
a China visa. You know, and you don't know where to find me, your girl Mandy, on YouTube at TalkYuhGame, on TikTok at TalkYuhGame, and on Instagram at TalkYuhGame. And this is the ending of the episode of TalkYuhGame.
Talk your game.
TalkYuhGame podcast.
Talk your game.
Talk your game. Talk it plain. Come all a vibe with your girl Monday.